gets the greatest number of people to go ahead and adopt our practices. I mean, if we were to stick Elizabeth up and have Elizabeth tell us how she does what she does and why she's so successful, she would have a key phrase she could tell you about why she is able to make sales. If we were to talk to Rafa and say, Rafa, what do you do? And he would probably have something he would say that's different than what Elizabeth does, and how I would approach that same situation might be different for me too. So, but as a team, like in this forum we're having here now, and as we use the GroupMe, we need to talk to each other about what worked for us and what works for us. At the same time, my job is to stir into that pot, add a few extra ingredients, or put, the protein or the meat into the meal that we've been missing. And so one of the things that Boost has really been talking about is how we're not being dedicated to closing the sale. That sometimes a salesperson is just holding on and talking too much and not listening and not actively listening and not engaging the customer with the right questions to get them to buy something. So what we want to do now, guys, we want to be ready to immediately close the sale. Customers like, yes, I want something. Then you start closing. First activity you need to do is you try to close the sale, and the customer says they want something, and they come to the door. I'm here to buy a phone. It's to find out what kind of phone they want quickly. Don't act as if they're stupid because they just say I'm here for a phone. Say, hey, are you more interested in an Android or are you in an iPhone? What's really important to you, and how do you use your phone? Ask those questions. And when customers start to talk about any kind of phone, always include in the conversation that we want to make sure we're protecting your device to protect this investment. Because what you're doing when you protect the investment, if you got to tell me, and what you're doing when you're protecting the investment, you're not just protecting the phone in the customer's hand. You're not just protecting this part of the investment. You're protecting the dollars and the residual income that you'll receive from that sale continually as the customer comes back and brings other customers to you, and the dollars that Boost pays us to keep the business going. Since Boost doesn't pay us for the old practices and they've moved what they pay us for to other areas, we've got to adopt those new principled things that they want us to do. So, Sherelle, we probably want to keep an eye on this and keep notes about the things I'm going to talk about, because they'll go on to the new goal sheets that we'll send out for September here today to give you guys a good idea. One of the things that Boost wants us to be keen on is auto top up, guys. Whenever customers come in to make new purchases and they're buying devices from us, and they hand us a credit card over the counter, I want you to stop right then and there and engage the customer, or remember to engage the customer and saying, hey, now that I have your credit card, do you mind if I help you save $4 a month on your bill? Boost is probably going to be instigating a $5 discount for auto pay customers. Go ahead and throw that into the mix once we see that happening too, and encourage the customer to save $9 on their bill by doing auto top up. So start doing all the activities at the beginning, in the beginning of the sale, to make the customer comfortable with knowing that we're going to be asking them for their credit card numbers and putting that on auto pay. Auto pay is going to be a requirement that we do 60% of our customers on auto top up. Okay? Boost is coming up with a way so that we can see that the auto top up is happening and that they can start paying us for auto top up. Auto top up does not pay us today up front like it did in the past. Back in the past, they used to give us $10 within a few days of us setting up auto top up. Boost doesn't do that anymore. We get a percentage of the MRC in the next month's cycle. So the only way we're going to be able to pay you guys for the auto top-ups that happen in this month will be that they will be paid like 60 days in arrears coming out onto the comp bonus structure that we pay you out for. And Catherine with BDB is working on that. So that's what kind of that little conversation we were having back and forth last evening I can order you some, Ralph, and I'll do that before the meeting's over too. The 23 I have in Omaha, and I can get one out to you this weekend, and I can get some more out to you. So part of what we got to remember that we're doing is that as we're working with people, we're asking about their credit cards, we're setting up the auto top up, that we're doing that as a component of the sale. Another thing we need to do at that same rate, that same 60% rate, is making sure people have Boost Protect. Every line that we sell with customers, make sure that we're giving them the brochure, explaining them the new value of getting screen replacements, not having to take their phone that they love and they don't want to send back. It's got all their personal data into it. If it's just a screen break, they just go to our local repair center and pay $29.99 and get that screen replaced immediately. And they can do that as many times as they need to, over and over and over again. Unless that phone is damaged so bad that it can't, then it changes the deductible to a totally different process. But those are the new advantages that we need to do. So again, the first thing we're worried about now is going to be make sure we're getting customers on auto top up. That's any customer making a sale and any customer coming in our door to pay their bills today. You need to ask them if they're going to be, if you can use their credit card and put them on auto top up. The more that you're doing, the more customers that we don't have to worry about them leaving us and not paying their second month's bill. That immediately increases your 2 MR, your 3 MR, and our 4th MR. I share some of those emails that get sent to me so you guys can get an idea of how your stores are performing. If your 2 MR is below 70%, you're not going to have an 80% 3 MR. Okay, and your stores have to have people coming back. When your second month and third month residuals, when your second month and third month residuals drop, that means that our customers are no longer coming back to our stores, and they're also means you're selling phones, giving devices to customers that they're putting on other accounts, and they're closing or canceling these other accounts, or letting them just fall off. When that happens, Boost does chargebacks to us, and so the activities that we're doing in store, we have to do everything that's incenting you guys to get paid. We got to make sure that we're doing activities that are keeping the customers coming back. Okay, so again, the things we talked about now are auto top up and Boost Protect. Boost Protect makes sure that when customers break their phones, they can make a simple claim. It's a low rate. Paying that small rate keeps them with us. Because how many times do we get customers from other companies? Oh, you ask them, hey, what company are you with right now? Well, I'm with T-Mobile. And the first thing I ask them is, why are you leaving T-Mobile? Oh, because I broke my phone, and I just got this phone. Well, I want to make sure that we have customers who have an option, so they're not going and doing that same activity against us to go to other places. And be sure you check with customers who are coming in to do upgrades. Before you do an upgrade to them, make sure that you check to see if they have insurance and help them use their insurance to make that swap or that change, rather than trying to just get an upgraded phone for us or buy another phone at full rate, or even buy a phone at their loyalty discount. Make sure they're using the insurance protection program to replace their device to keep them with us. Because once they learn about how that works, that makes them even more loyal. All right? What else was in my email? Let's take a look at that real quick that I sent out to you guys. ACP. A lot of you guys are not taking advantage of ACP. And Landon, we need to make sure you're fully registered. I don't know where Rafa, where you are with the registration, and Elizabeth, you guys are both working on that. I send those links out to you. We need to get you guys fully registered so you can do it. Because anybody that comes in is going to get a discount from us. Anybody that's coming to get a discount from us, once they hand us their ID, you need to do this. You need to ask them, hey, while I'm taking your ID and doing this activation for you, how about if I run your ID through another program to see if I can give you a $30 discount on your bill? Or you can use it this way. You can say, hey, how about if I give you another line of service? So instead of just getting one phone for $50 a month or one phone for $60 a month, I can give you 2 phones for that price. These are the tools that are being given to you by Boost, and you've got to take advantage of them and make sure that you're explaining that to customers who are signing up for our new services. So if ACP is available to them, offer it to them. And the way you do it, once they hand you the credit card to do the CID to get those discounts for the port-in program, to get those discounts for any of our regular lines of service, then you ask them if you can run their ID through ACP. If they're qualified, boom. You can either apply to the current line, which keeps them stickier, or you can add it as an additional line. So that way you're getting 2 lines out of 1. That's how you're getting 2 glasses of lemonade out of 1 lemon instead of just getting 1. And that's how you do these things to get you guys more phones, more activations, and get you to your 15 minimum goals per employee. So I'm trying to give you guys all the tools you need. The third thing you guys can do, if they're giving you their credit card, and if they're giving you their ID to do CID, and the customers are kind of like wavering about something, and they're not sure if they have enough money for something, say, hey, how about this? Can I run you through SmartPay real quick and see if we can get you approved for $600 today? We can use all that money to pay for these phones. They say, yeah. You do the SmartPay, and you get once you get the SmartPay application done and the customer has been qualified for it, we're going to turn SmartPay. We're also making SmartPay a paid portion of your bonuses also, guys. So if you get a successful SmartPay application, the customer's getting another device, you're going to get a bonus paid for that. I want you guys to be doing things that are paying you and giving you money. So take advantage of SmartPay. Remember, in SmartPay, you can put up to 2 phones on there. Again, using all the other tools I gave you before and lumping SmartPay on top of that, now you're using SmartPay to pay for the device. You're telling the customer, oh, you qualify for ACP, so now you're going to just pay for 1 line of service, but getting 2 lines of service, and both your phones are covered right now today, and you're paying a little small fee every day to get things taken care of. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Take care. Um, but that's what I'm looking to get you guys to doing. Every time you get a sale, find out how you can take that one single sale, that one lemon, and squeeze it to get 3 lemons out of it. Not just get that one sale out of that lemon. Make it so that you guys can expand your sales base, but making sure that you're not over informing customers and giving them too much information that they can use that information to game us. We've got to do it just the other opposite way around. We've got to make sure that we're giving everything to everybody as we go through. Move through the sales process. Make sure that you're taking advantage of ACP. Customers that come and say, I only have a little bit of money in my pocket. Let's take that $50 you got in your pocket and let's stretch it out. Because $50 is a deposit with SmartPay. Run the SmartPay application, get it done, tell them how much they qualify for. Now they can buy the better things they want. They can buy the better iPhone. They can buy more iPhones that they want that they didn't think they could get. So take those things. Remember, those things are key. So over this weekend, guys, try to take every one person that you talk to that comes into your store, even if they're not making a purchase, and if they have a device with them, the other tool I want you guys to do is I want you to grab their phone and say, hey, can I see your phone? Can I add you to our customer loyalty program? What's that? What's called Stamp Me. All you have to do, sir, is download this application, and every time you come into the store um, and you make a purchase or you pay your bill, or you just browse around our store, as long as it's once every month, because it only lets you do it once a month, you can scan this thing, and after you get so many stamps, we'll tell you qualify for a freebie. It could be an accessory, a discount on your bill, something like that. It's always going to be something nice that's going to have some good value for the customer. Okay? We might even tell them, hey, if you activate a phone today, we won't charge you the setup fee. Something nice like that. $35. BYOD device, $45. That's a lot of money we could be saving them, just so we can keep them as a customer, so they'll bring more people back. So as people are coming in and making payments, I need you guys to be asking them for their phones, downloading the Stamp Me program, and scanning one of the QRC codes today. Again, I want you guys to do that so that I can then communicate to those customers in a way that I can do it without having to worry about Boost. Because through the Stamp Me program, I can send customers targeted emails all day long. Through the the Boost Smile and Dial program, I have to call them and use the scripting and use all the things that they say in the system, and I can only do those things according to the new emails you guys have got in the way that they say to do it, and I can't do anything else. And that's not going to bring us more customers. So we need to increase our Stamp Me take so that I can engage those customers in a different way. Okay? Can I ask you guys if you guys can tell me, are you guys dedicated to doing those 4 major things? That's engaging customers with ACP, engaging customers with Stamp Me, engaging customers by making sure they're putting on Boost Protect on their new devices. Make sure making sure that everybody gets put on auto top up. Can I get somebody to respond to me in the group? Are you guys going to be doing that? Have you guys all heard what we're going to be doing? You understand the four important things we're going to be knocking out? Can someone tell me what are the 3 things you can do when someone hands you their identification? If you have that code again, Justin, you can reprint it. I'll see if I can find it for you and send it out today again in the GroupMe. It's in the gallery inside of GroupMe. Every store has an image there. What are the 3 things that you can do when somebody hands you their identification? What are the 3 things that you can do with that customer's ID? Anybody? Auto top up isn't something that we can do with their identification. We do that with their credit card. What are the 3 things we can do with the customer's identification? Come on, guys. There we go.
See if they qualify for any promo.
That's
Give
right.
them discount.
Yep. ACP. ACP is one we can do with ID. CID verification for promotions, and then the last thing that Denise said also is SmartPay. So those are the 3 things that we can do with the customer's identification, and you need to be doing that for every customer. You know how you're like, oh, I'm so busy, and that's a lot to do. But sometimes you only have one customer, you only get that one customer for the day that's buying a phone. Why not turn that one customer into 3 possible paying customers? We're getting 3 lines out of that one customer. So if you run ACP, if you run SmartPay, and you get them qualified to get the CID notifications, SmartPay will pay for multiple phones. ACP will give them a discount on their lines so they can afford 2 lines instead of 1, right? So do the things that are giving you the best advantage to get customers settled in and keep them with Boost. Okay? Phone etiquette, guys. I don't want us to answer the phone Boost Mobile. That's not who we are. We're an independent operating organization, and the name that we use for our customers is 4Real Wireless. So you say, thank you for calling Boost Mobile by 4Real Wireless. This is, insert your name there, and ask them through the whole weekend, are you calling about our Labor Day weekend sale and giveaway? That gets them to say, oh no, what is that? What's that about? And that way you're getting the customer, you got them knocked off their heels and you're getting them to engage you. And as they ask you about what the promotions are, say, hey, we're giving away phones to specific types of customers. And they go, well, who's getting free phones? Well, any customer who ports from another carrier can get these phones free. It's not like we're giving them anything really new. We're giving the same pitch. Thanks, guys. Yeah, take care. We're giving them the same pitch that we always have, but we're just repackaging it. We're just re-gifting it. Also, the 35% off of accessories discount, well, we don't have prices on our accessories, right? So what is 35%? Well, you can tell the customers that our screen protectors are normally $17.99 and we'll give it to you for $10. You know, our cases are normally $49.99 and we'll give it to you for X. Okay? That's how you give the customer a perceived discount. You don't have to deeply discount anything, or you may discount them. It's up to you. Whatever you think fits the sell to get the customer in and out the door is what you want to do. But do things that are equitable and easy to repeat so that if the mom comes back and she goes, well, I bought that same case and it was only $4, that you're not getting yourself caught in some kind of trap. So try to do things in a consistent way. Okay. Also, guys, can I get each of you guys today, before like 3 o'clock, to take the 5 favorite items you like to sell, and I need you guys to write down the out-the-door pricing for each of those devices with and without Boost Shield on the $50 or on the $60 plan as new lines, ports, and upgrades. Write out those 5 different phones. So each one of those phones is probably going to have 5 or 6 different price types. Make a little chart for yourself so when customers walk in the door and they say, how much is this? You say, I've got this phone right now out the door with case, screen protector, and protection for $2. All of those little things you can do them just that easily. Write out your cheat sheet. Like some of you guys haven't been with us that long, but Elizabeth remembers when I first came on board, I used to make these little sheets that we used to make for you guys to put on your counter at your desk, like the price sheet, but it gave you the full breakdown of what it costs to get this phone out the door, taxes and all. With accessories, add this. With this bundle, add that. I want you guys to make some of those cheat sheets for yourself, and I want you guys to send me an image of those when you're done. Okay? Ask Maria about Des Moines. In Omaha tomorrow, they have a health screening and a job fair and Septemberfest in Omaha. So tomorrow I'm going downtown to pass out our flyers there, telling people to come to some of our doors. Is there anything happening in Des Moines that I'm not aware of, because I don't know much about the market in Des Moines, that they do this weekend that we could use to get the word out about our stores in Des Moines? Can someone let me know that too sometime today if they know? Maria, if you found that out, let me know. All right. Does anybody have any questions about what we're doing and what the goals are for their stores? I emailed that out to everybody the other day. Most of the stores have a simple goal of at least 7 lines. So if you can get 3 today, and 4 tomorrow, or 4 today and 3 tomorrow, or 2 today, 2 tomorrow, 2 Sunday, and then 2 on Monday, we've met our goal. See if you can stretch beyond that. That's each store needing to get that goal. It's not per employee, it's per location. So do what you can do. And the reward from Boost is $150 per door. And they say they won't pay that, and they'll pay that on like 10-15 or something like that. So let's do all we can do to get that reward per door. I'm not taking that money. That money is going to the employees who work in that store. When it's paid out, you guys will get that money by yourselves, not me. Buy one case. Yep. Buy one, get one. Exactly. You guys can do promotions just like that. Anybody have any questions? Justin, do you understand a lot of what I was talking about on how to make sure you're pushing ACP to get good customers? People who are using ACP are going to stick. If you got customers that are talking about leaving, see if they qualify for the ACP program. Maybe that will help them stay. Maria, I know you're a busy lady. Your store gets a lot of business. You get a lot of customers coming in. Also, when you guys are having problems, let's go over CID real quick. On CID, when you're having difficulties getting people verified on CID, the number one problem people are having is that they're not putting just the information that's on the ID. I don't care if the person doesn't live at that address anymore. I only want you to use the information that is on the ID to run on the CID program. Okay? If you're having any more problems than that, let me know. Also, with a lot of our Latino customers, our Latin American customers who have multiple last names, you have to use a hyphen in the name. No extra spaces. So if it's Gomez Gonzalez, it's Gomez dash Gonzalez. Don't Gomez space dash space Gonzalez or Gomez space Gonzalez. Put the dash in between and interlock them together. That helps with the system. Okay? And if you guys are having issues with those, I want you to call me as soon as you get a denial, because I want to look up the file, because I can see your failures, and I can see that sometimes it says that they don't fail, that they failed, but I don't know why, but like an hour or so later, they become qualified. And I'm trying to figure out the commonality in that. All right? Also, if you guys are having any Boost 5G issues, let me know. Everybody received my Boost Companion email this morning again? It's probably the third time I sent it out about the Boost Companion app, the Network Companion app. Make sure you read through that, look through the training that's on there, and make sure you're able to add that to every customer's phone. So what's something we're going to be doing to customers' phones to make sure, what's something we're going to be adding to customers' devices to make sure they have the best experience? There are 3 things that we need to do that I've talked about today. What are the 3 things we're going to add to customers' phones? I might have talked about one of them, but what's one of the things that we obviously need to do on the new network to add to customers' phones? Maria, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, you have to do that companion app that you said, and also we have to make sure you have the Boost One app, because a lot of them don't have the Boost One app.
That's
And
right.
the other I know because I had customers here.
Yeah, that's fine. The last
So
one is the Stamp Me app.
okay, right, the Stamp Me app, yeah.
Yep. So every customer comes through the door today, guys. I want to see that they have Stamp Me apps added to their phones. I want to hear my little computer going bling bling. Another person has been added to Stamp Me. Okay. At the end of the day, I look at the door count. Says the store doors open 485 times, and I have 1 Stamp Me. That's quite disappointing. I mean, we need to hit every time. So Boost One, Stamp Me, and the Companion app. The Companion app helps Boost know when there's issues with the customer's phones. Helps us keep our network, our new network, our own individually owned network working flawlessly, and helps us find out when there's issues a lot faster. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Well, that meeting's been long enough. I think I've taken enough of you guys' time. If you have any questions or problems, please get back to me in the group me. Don't be shy. If you guys are missing anything, just let me know, okay? We good? No questions? Landon, you good up there? All right. Catch you guys later. You're welcome, Denise. Got you, dear.